Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, January 27th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Well, no local teams are going to be playing in the Super Bowl, but I'll tell you, D.C. and Baltimore are on the cusp of something really big in terms of sports in general, I think. Hey, do you like the sound of the wind? That was a trick question. The wind has no sound until it blows against an obstacle. And that is your Monday morning OMG fact for the day. But there is a ton of news, so we better get into it, shall we? 2 suspects have been arrested in connection with the recent stabbing at Meade High School. The Anne Arundel County Police worked alongside the Department of Army Criminal Investigation Division to apprehend the suspects, 18 and 14, who were identified as students at the school and residents of the base. Both faced multiple charges, including attempted first and second-degree murder and assault. And while arrests have been made, the investigation does remain open, and police are encouraging anybody with any information to contact them. The county police are also investigating an attempted sex offense at a home invasion that occurred in the early hours of January 23rd up in Crofton. An adult female reported that an unknown male entered her apartment and assaulted her. Officers conducted a search using canine units and aviation resources. Still, they could not locate the suspect, who is described as a black male, approximately 5'4" to 5'6", wearing a black beanie, black or gray jacket, and jeans. Patrols have increased in the area, and police urge anyone with any information to come forward. And then there were 5. No surprises there, but 5 candidates are competing to fill the vacant District 30A seat in the Maryland House of Delegates left open by Shanika Henson. The candidates are Dylan Baylor, who is the former chief of staff for now Congresswoman Sarah Elfreth, Abigail Deal, who is a local business owner who also ran for that seat during the last election, Lindsay Donahue, who ran for the 3rd congressional seat last cycle but was defeated in the primary by Sarah Elfreth, Chrissy Holt, who challenged Sarah Elfreth for Maryland State Senate several elections ago, and Brooks Schandelmeyer of Annapolis, who is an Annapolis City alderman. Residents are invited to provide input on the candidates online or by mail until January 29th. The Anne Arundel County Democratic Central Committee will recommend a candidate to the governor, who will make the final appointment. If you want to make a comment, we do have all of the links and the details on how to do so at eyeonannapolis.net. Maryland lawmakers are considering a new proposal to adjust speed camera fines based on how fast drivers exceed the posted speed limit. Under the proposed legislation, drivers caught speeding would pay more for each additional mile per hour over the limit. The bill aims to curb dangerous driving and make penalties more proportionate to the severity of the speeding violations. The proposal has sparked debate among lawmakers and residents as it moves forward in the General Assembly. But of course, the revenue can't hurt. On Friday on K9s and Crosstracks, we met Caroline, who was a great and super friendly 6-year-old Norwegian Elkhound/German Shepherd mix. If you missed it, you want to give that a listen and then get in touch with the SPCA and give her a forever home. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we chatted with Tori Pocock all about the amazing video work he's doing with Rego Productions right here in Annapolis, and you definitely want to check that one out as well. All right, that is a wrap. First and foremost, thank you for always listening and sharing. And a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Scout and Molly's. Ann Covington from CovingtonAlsina is here with her Monday Money Report. And of course, we have your Eye on Annapolis weather. All of that's coming up for you in just a bit, so hang around.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel. Here is your weather outlook for the next few days. Today, you can expect mostly cloudy skies with a high of about 43 degrees and a low about 32 overnight. It's going to be a dry day, but clouds will dominate, so don't expect too much sunshine. Tomorrow brings a mix of sun and clouds with temperatures climbing slightly to a high of 47 degrees. Overnight lows will dip back down close to freezing. It'll be breezy, so you might want to grab a jacket if you are heading out late. Wednesday looks similar with partly cloudy skies and a high of, get this, 54 degrees. The evening will cool down to a low of about 30, making it another chilly night for the county. Looking ahead, there is a potential storm system developing toward the end of the week, which could bring rain or even a wintry mix on Friday. Stay tuned for updates as we get a little bit closer to the weekend. That is your 3-day weather outlook for Anne Arundel County. Bundle up and enjoy the week.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The stock market is both rational and irrational. It's rational in the long run because companies are either profitable and grow or they go out of business. In the short run, stock prices fluctuate based on human emotion. Investors react to political speeches, social media trends, and geopolitical concerns. Last week, the S&P 500 set a new all-time high, largely based on remarks by President Trump calling for lower interest rates and lower oil prices. Also last week, I had several conversations about how advisors are paid and the impact of that compensation on clients. There are 3 different compensation models, and each of them has a different standard of care for clients. I want to emphasize that I believe the majority of professionals in insurance and financial services care about their clients and are doing good work for them, regardless of how they are paid. But a consumer should understand the differences. The first way an advisor can be paid is as an insurance agent. An insurance agent can also be licensed to sell securities. If they are licensed as an insurance agent only, they can sell fixed products, such as fixed annuities and life, health, disability, and long-term care insurance. For life insurance in particular, they can sell term life insurance, which has a fixed premium for a set period of time. The commission on this varies, but is often around 80% of the first year's premium. Permanent life insurance, which may be called whole life or universal life, has higher premiums and will usually pay a larger commission the first year, followed by ongoing commissions in future years. Fixed annuities generally pay out an upfront commission, which may vary from 2 to 8% of the total amount you invest. None of this implies that the insurance isn't needed or that you should not be purchasing it. But asking how much they are receiving and why they recommend one product over another is important. It's also important to note that an insurance-only agent cannot provide financial plans. They can only provide incidental advice related to the sale of the product. They are also not obligated to evaluate other products or solutions and recommend the best or least expensive option. So long as their recommendation is suitable, meaning there is a valid reason for you to buy the product, they have done their job. Insurance agents can also hold a securities license, which allows them to sell variable annuities and life insurance in addition to the fixed products also discussed. They may also provide advice incidental to the sale of the products. While the securities license adds a layer of oversight, they are still not subject to a fiduciary standard. The SEC recently created a best interest standard, which requires additional disclosures for professionals with a securities license. it does not require those professionals to act in your best interest. Rather, it merely requires conflicts of interest to be disclosed. Agents who work directly for an insurance company may receive a higher payout on securities transactions if they sell more insurance. They may also need to sell a certain amount of insurance products to receive health insurance, administrative support, and office space. Again, everyone needs to be paid for their work. Earning a commission does not mean an agent is not serving his or her clients. But there is an inherent conflict of interest that the client should be aware of. Next week, we'll discuss registered representatives, followed by an explanation of investment advisor representatives. Your action item this week is to check out your advisor on FINRA.org's broker check. Terminations, suspensions, and fines are serious red flags. Check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information to see about our upcoming educational events. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only. It is not to make an offer, solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments are all risk. Unless otherwise stated or not guaranteed, be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and/or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.